Good morning and welcome to my weight loss channel. This is week 92 for me and I am trying so hard to do like at least weekly updates. It's obviously on the run up to Christmas. That brings about its own challenges and I'm just having an overall catch up and seeing where I'm at on my weight loss journey. So to start off with, I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody that's following me along and that is commenting on my posts and stuff, because it genuinely does help. I think without that, because I've been away to Lisbon, it's so easy, isn't it? You know, just to go, oh, sod it, I'm not doing it. I went away yesterday, I'll just have another day off. But the continuous comments on my YouTube channel give me like this hit of like, no, carry on, get back on it. You're fine, it's okay. So for that, I really do appreciate it. I do apologise. I've just woken up. I've got my morning tea and I just thought, you know what, it's week 92 and you've vowed to do weigh-in videos and keep up to date. So here I am, sticking to my word. This week has been quite challenging. I've found it really difficult. I suppose other people are the same out there. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the run up to Christmas, I find so difficult. There is loads of like events, loads of things to do. I'm really busy at work and with life in general, just putting the decorations up, which I was late this year and I don't know why, but I was just late this year. The house needed tidying, there's presents that need buying and wrapping, delivering. And at work, I get 30,000 tons of like nail art and Christmas nail art, and everything just like descends on me in December. That being said, this year I have planned to have not just Christmas Eve and Christmas Day off, but Christmas Eve, because I've decided I'm making that a national holiday. That is what I've just decided, and that's what's happening this year. So I'm quite looking forward to it. There's loads of goodies in the house, in bits and bobs. I'm trying not to stop other people having treats and things like that. I'm definitely not stopping them because it's not their weight loss journey, it's mine. And ultimately, I've decided that removing everything from the house isn't actually that productive to my journey, just because I think I want to battle this in terms of like my self-control, because if I remove everything from the house, it does make it easier, but life's not like that. I'm going to get surrounded by goodies and things at this time of year, and birthdays and Christmases and Easters and everything along them lines. And I'm trying to attack this journey a little bit different to when I first started, as like a growth thing and trying to change myself, not just the environment, if that makes sense. I am still eating my eggs in the morning, although I've run out of eggs this morning. I haven't had chance to go shopping. I'm so bad at planning. But that's fine because I can just adapt and get something different that's a bit healthier. I am following the weight loss journey in terms of Slimming World, but I'm not being super strict with myself with it being December. This week I have been to the gym 2 days in a row, twice. For that I'm quite proud. With going away to like on holiday, it's easy to be like, oh, I'm going away on holiday, I'll wait. And then I went on the Lisbon day trip and then it's like, oh, well, I've got that coming up. I've got stuff to do on the run up to that to allow myself to have a day off. And I was avoiding the gym. I'm not going to lie, I was totally using it as an excuse, and yeah, that's not good for me, is it really? Because one excuse leads to another, as we all know. Then I didn't go for a while. I did battle the gym. I went yesterday, which was super productive, actually. I was a bit tired from the day before and I didn't feel 100%. I totally wasn't into it whatsoever. But I arranged to meet my friend there at 3, which seemed to work in terms of commitment. So off I trolled to the gym. What did I do yesterday? I did 10 minutes on the treadmill, not like running, but I didn't really like uphill power walk. I did the cross trainer, I did the rower, I did the arm bike, I did the sit down bike. Oh my God, I even went on, do you know the Stairmaster? Only did 5 minutes, can I add? But I did the Stairmaster. Now that is a piece of equipment that looks really daunting to me, and I've never dared try it before because I was like, I can't do that, I can't do that, I can't do that, I can't do that. And I got it in my head that I couldn't do it. That I just thought, like, I'm just doing 10 minutes on each piece of machine just to get myself into it. I didn't do any weights yesterday because I'd done weights the day before. And I was a bit limited on time because I needed to go to work. So I thought, right, I've got like an hour in the gym. This is what I'm going to do. I do think I blasted it quite well. I did all right. I'm not saying my workout is effective, but just at the minute, just moving and being committed enough to go more regular, that's where I'm aiming, and ultimately that's where I'm going. I'm really quite proud of myself. I'm feeling a lot more chilled in the gym. I'm not saying I feel amazing, but I'm not fighting tears and anxiety as much. The anxiety's there. I'm scared of some of the machines. I'm really self-conscious, but I'm going and I'm not feeling as bad. I don't know whether it's the times that I'm going because it's not as busy, or whether because I'm with somebody else, I'm trying to be brave and just trying to get on with it. I'm not really sure what's happening, but something's happening that is more positive. I do genuinely believe in exposure therapy. If you've got anxieties that really stress you out, I can't tell you how much it's so important to slowly, not so it's like detrimental to your life, but how you really do need to face them and just push through it. So far, like things, like there's been a lot of things through this journey that I faced that I've got, like, I had massive anxiety about, and some people find it ridiculous, but because I've faced them and I've pushed myself through that comfort zone, they're not ever as bad as what you originally have in your head. And I'm saying this not because I'm trying to bully you into doing stuff, but I'm always honest, and I just think it's so easy for you to say you've got these anxieties, say you're scared of something and never ever face them. It takes a while to build up to them. It takes a lot of like head talk, and it takes a lot of bravery and courage and all the rest of it. But you are never going to get over an anxiety if you don't face it and you don't work on that one small bit at a time. Now, this isn't something that's going to be overcoming one thing, like one exposure to it. It does need to be like a continuous thing and slowly building up. But I genuinely think that it's the way to try and do, like, to get over it. So first of all, I got over getting on a plane and a plane seat. I did that, and I think it's safe to say I am 100% over that. Well, I'm saying 100% over it. I still feel anxious every time I get on a plane, but it's getting easier and easier. And then the gym has been a massive thing for me. This isn't just like, oh, I don't really want to go to the gym. Oh, I'm worried about what people look like. This is a genuine thing that I feel like I get really et up. I worry about it. I come like really ridiculous things come into my head, and thoughts and feelings and attachments to that situation. I feel a bit like scared. I just feel worried, self-conscious, anxious, and sick, if I'm going to be honest, sometimes. But going and making myself do it, even if it's just for a little bit, it is slowly getting easier and easier and easier. Totally irrational, because I know nobody cares what I think, but anxieties and stress and things like that, sometimes they're not rational, and other people might not understand that, but that's how I feel. Like another one, when I very first walked through the doors at Slimming World, that was not easy. Like, that was horrendous, and other people feel that too. But it was like, it's something that I'd put off for such a long time. I didn't want to get weighed in front of somebody. And this, like, uploading my videos to YouTube, that caused me severe anxiety, like unbelievable. I never tell people how much I weigh. Do you know the thought that somebody I know watches this and judges me, and it's out there? It's always been such a massive taboo that I've hid from, and things like that. That is like been massive for me. But talking about it makes me see it as like a real thing, and it's not something that's like abstract from my life, and it makes me deal with it better. So I mean, it's a positive, but initially this was a massive issue for me that I didn't want to overcome. And so I'm quite proud of myself of shoving myself into a situation where I felt really anxious in a lot of ways, and there'd been barriers there for a long amount of time, but I'm slowly battling through. And this week, the main thing that I've seen a bit of a change in is the gym and being able to go and feeling okay about it. I mean, getting in a swim costume and going swimming, it's not my idea of fun, not gonna lie, but I've done it. On that note, YouTube have taken down my swimming costume haul that I did for Temu. I'm just telling you this because I find it funny, because it's like out of their guidelines, as though it's like some form of nudity and things. Or have they took that down because it's so offensive to see me in a swimming suit? Oh my god. That's like, that is the jerky side of it. I'm obviously laughing about it. But I've had like a warning off of YouTube, and they have said, no, you're not allowed to have that there because the content's inappropriate. So that video's gone, and I'm not the kind of person to get online and start arguing that out. But if you watch that, you'll know which one I'm on about. I did like a whole Temu swimsuit try on, which was so painful to record, and see, another thing that I pushed myself through. But this week they've taken that down, and they've said, no, you're not allowed to have that because it's offensive, which is not a great loss. It were just there just to like show people what you could get from Temu and what styles I bought. But that is hilarious, isn't it? Leanne, you in a swimsuit is offensive. YouTube's got to take that down. So that's gone. Oh, what a waste to like videoing and putting myself through that, eh? But some people did see it, and maybe that has helped somebody who did actually see it. I don't think it got that many views, but it's gone. It's disappeared. Au revoir, goodbye. So week 92 of my weighing. Like I said, this week I've been kind of good. I have like eaten stuff that I shouldn't have, that had been more sins. However, then what I've done is counteracted that by trying to have either a good day and then just like the evening where it's something that's not sins. Or if I've had a really bad day, like when I went to Lisbon, I'm going to say bad day, it went horrendous, but I had like a cheesy bread and like coffees and things like that I wouldn't usually have. So then the next day I tried to be like speed and free food, and that's how I'm weighing it up at the minute. I'm not writing everything down. I'm not being really restrictive on myself, and I'm not starving myself because I've had a bad day. I'm not throwing the towel in. Now that is difficult because, you know, when you've been away on holiday, even though it's just a day trip, you do go into like holiday mode of like, right, and I swear I'm never dieting when I'm on holiday, and I know people disagree with that, but I'm just not. I am not being restrictive with myself. If there's food that I want to try, drinks that I want to have, all them things, I am doing it because life is too short for me not to absorb every aspect of the culture of the countries that I'm in. However, what I am doing is trying to create some balance, because I find that healthier, that when I come back, then I'm really good for a couple of like days. And I mean like really good as in free foods. So I have been having like eggs in the morning, a salad or veg, or like a vegetable rice for my dinner at work. I'm trying to avoid bread. I have had it, but I'm trying to avoid it because I just do. Bread's a bit of my nemesis because I love like fresh, beautiful bread, and I've got a tendency to overeat on that, and it does bloat me, and it does, when I eat carbs, it just sticks to me. That being said, Oliver keeps cooking pasta. That is really annoying me, and his portion sizes that he's putting on my plate, which is something I'm trying to work on, is just ridiculous. It's really winding me up. I have had a lot of stir fries this week, more because I've been late home, but he did pasta and cream sauce the other day, and I'm like, and he cooks with oil and double cream, and they're really fattening. And do you know when somebody's cooked for me and he puts it on a plate, I feel like I've got to eat it all, but then I'm trying not to as much, so then I'll throw some to the dogs just to try and hide it. He made me, like, I came home late, and I mean, I'm grateful that he's made me something, but he made me like some stuff out of the freezer, and they were like a pie, chips and peas, and the plate was like huge, like piled high. So then Lily was there and I'm like, do you want some chips? Literally gave her 90% of my chips. I had ate the pie and the peas and tried to scoop some of the gravy off. But that is just how I'm battling it. I'm trying to have balance, but without being restrictive and making myself count everything. Stir fries are my absolute go-to. It is my total recommendation that if you're busy, unplanned, and trying to stick on plan, get yourself a stir fry in. They are beautiful. They're like my favourite food at the moment. Really boring sometimes, but I love them. I completely love them. So stir fries are the way forward, especially through December when there's loads of other stuff that you could have, like all the Christmas treats are in the shops, all the Christmassy festive food, the little like, they have loads of like little packets, don't they, do you know, with spring rolls and onion barges and things like that. Oh God, I could, but I'm trying not to. So I have got up this morning. I didn't get weighed last week because I just didn't want to, and I've been away on a trip and I just didn't want to have that negativity in my life. However, because I'm videoing it and putting it online, I do feel a little bit of pressure to, not a lot of pressure because I like, you guys have not put me under any pressure whatsoever. But there's a little part of me that's like, you should really get weighed. You should at least do it like every 2 weeks or thereabouts. Now, I'm not promising that because sometimes if my head's in a bad headspace, then if I don't want to get weighed, I really am not. But when I can get up in the morning and think, do you know what, I can face this, it's fine, I'm going to get weighed. So this morning I've got up and got weighed, and I'm still in my pajamas, look. I just wear a vest top and some shorts. I put some pajama bottoms on because it's freezing, because hormonally I can't sleep with things on my legs, but it's absolutely freezing. But I get weighed and all I had on was this top and my shorts. Froze to death on the scales. I dithered, like stepping on the glass scales I've got. So can you imagine how cold they were on my little feet? They were freezing. And I just figured, do you know what? Week 92 and I should really get weighed. Let's see like how this is going, because if what I'm doing is making me not like lose any weight or I'm putting loads of weight on or whatever, then I need to rethink this and come up with a different strategy. So part I've got weighed because I upload it, but also I've got weighed because I think every now and again I need to get a rain check on that and have a bit of a reality check of this is not working and you need to do A, B, C, D. This needs to change. I'm trying to drink more water actually this week, but that's getting easier because I'm going to the gym and damn does that make me thirsty. So, week 92, sorry, I do bloody ramble, don't I? Honestly, I'm so annoying. Week 92, and I've got on the scales, and I've lost £2. £2. So just a few weeks before Christmas, and I've lost another £2. So because I've not been weighed for 2 weeks, that averages out to £1 loss a week. Now, this time last year, I would have been absolutely devastated with that. I would have been like, oh my God, I need to lose more. I need to get this off, especially this time last year because I was in a really bad headspace because all the stuff with Oliver had happened. My self-worth, my self-esteem just absolutely plummeted. I was going on the New You plan because I was so like wanting to restrict myself and I blamed everything on my weight. Well, I've done some work on that and I'm feeling a bit better. This year, losing £2 this close to Christmas, I'm actually quite like slay about that. I'm totally okay. I am going for like the more slow and steady. We're just gonna trickle it off. I would have been happy with a maintain. Like, I know that's not really what people maybe want to hear, but I would have been happy with a maintain. I would have been a little bit upset about a gain. If it were a small gain, I'd totally got my head around the fact, like, if it's £1 or £2, it's near Christmas, it's fine. January, I am going to hit this a bit more. I'm saying I'm going to hit this a bit more. I'm quite happy with what I'm doing, but I think I do really want to pull it back down a bit. Like, well, obviously I do, otherwise I won't be on a weight loss journey, but I'm looking at this with a completely different approach and I'm quite happy with the like gentle trickle of what I'm doing. I have considered going back to Slimming World and getting the free 12-week thing that I had, which I might do. I'm not 100% sure on that. I'm just cracking on with what I'm doing. I just don't want to become obsessive again. And I suppose in January the time won't be that bad. It'll be a bit easier because I'll be a bit quieter at work, but I've not 100% decided what's right for me, and I don't think I can until January, until I'm there to see what is actually right for me. Another trigger with that is that Lily wants to go to Slimming World and wants to do it, so I'd probably also go for supporting her, and it does help me too. But ultimately, like, I've lost £2. Like, so I'm weighing in now at 18 stone 6, which that I don't think that's bad. I think this time, like after I put my weight on, I think I was at 19.8 and I was like nearly hitting 20 stone again. I was getting really, sorry, I'm just trying to think about where I were, but I can't actually remember. I haven't written it down, which is stupid of me, and I really should. But ultimately, yeah, I'm happy with my £2 loss. I'm more happy that I've braved the gym and that that's where I'm going. And that's my week 92 update complete. So I hope you guys are enjoying being up to date with me. And I'm going to get ready for work now. So think thin.